OpenERP is a great website builder for businesses and e-commerce. It's open source, simple, and fully customizable. Let's see just how powerful the customization in OpenERP is. On the top toolbar, you have a Customize button that allows you to customize every page in OpenERP. As an example, let's start adding product categories to our shop, changing the display of the product catalog so that it's more in the list, adding product description to this list. And if all that is not your cup of tea, well, you can simply deactivate all of the checkboxes that you have selected so that you come back to the initial grid view that you had to start off. Overall, you can see how easy it is to activate and deactivate features on demand. Now, customization in OpenERP isn't only about the overall page display. It's also per individual block on a grid view, for example. Here I go into an edit mode and I can simply change the options that I see, such as applying, let's say, a promo ribbon to say this product is on sale. I can also change the size to make it a bit bigger and highlight or enhance it in my overall product catalog and shop. Customization is really something that sticks out in OpenERP. Even when you decide to add some additional banners or any type of building blocks, you'll always have that option here up top to customize it, such as in this case, changing the background color. Let's put a landscape flowers field to it. And let's also decide that we're going to add an additional slide to our banner, making also the size a bit smaller. And finally, if you really don't want any banner, it's simple to just remove. Customization is done throughout the pages of the website. An example is that if I decide to toggle to my events page, I'll now have an option to simply select photos as an additional feature on this page. You can also decide to apply some filters, where you can now see that there's some filters by categories but also countries for all of your events. If you're still not convinced, let's head over to the Contact Us page and see what information we see. Here, if we decide to also add a contact form, just like that, the form appears. If you don't like the titles given to the fields, you can still change all of this by, for example, editing inline and putting. Overall, you can see that we do give you features on every page, but you still have the control to select them and also edit everything that you see. Let's move over now to our home page and focus on another level of customization OpenERP offers, the Change Theme section. OpenERP comes with several themes out of the box. You can, for example, apply it, and the change is instantaneous. You can take a look at your home page, and you can see just how you're going to be able to make this whole website just more adapted to the look of your company. Of course, you always have the option to come back to your theme editor and either select another one, come back to the old one, whatever suits you. Moving on, you can also decide that you want to add snippets or blocks of information to any page, such as, for example, here, adding a new title to this About Us page. But you're not restricted to our building blocks or default snippets. You also have the very powerful option of selecting the HTML editor, allowing you to customize every part of the screen that you see. And decide to add a paragraph, for example. This is a paragraph, save, and we can see in real time the changes that it has on our display. You can alter the margin of the editor so that you don't get disturbed too much in just modifying code and seeing the impact it has overall. Building on a simple example, let's see how powerful this inclusion of HTML code can get. I'm going to head over to another website called Bootstrap, giving me snippet blocks of HTML code. I select this one, go into the HTML, I'll copy it and insert it right underneath my new paragraph. And just like that, we have the additional Bootstrap code into our website page. So overall, you can see just how easy it is to be able to modify the HTML code in every single page, access every single part of it in order to modify sections and different aspects of it. If you're still unsatisfied at how open we've made the customization, well, let me show you this next point by entering the Install Apps section of OpenERP. OpenERP now offers you a new set of pages that you can add on to your website, such as, for example, the career form, where if you click on the Install button, it will automatically install a jobs page and helping me out in my recruitment channel. And by now you should have realized that we can also customize this page too by adding filters either by department or by offices. So essentially, just by clicking on a button of installing this application, you have a clean interface to promote one of your job positions and also give the possibility for users or visitors to apply for the specific job. Last but not least, you can modify the whole structure of the website. Therefore, if you don't like how my toolbar is shown up top, you can decide to indent certain pages so that you just have a couple of top level entries where you can now select the jobs and contact us in a selection list type. You can see that the power of OpenERP and customization is huge. Editing page display, structure, content, HTML code, and new applications. Overall, giving you more power to adapt the website to what you want it to look like.